Haunted attic discovery. When I moved into my grandmother's old house last spring, it was supposed to be temporary, just until I found my own place. The attic was always off limits when I was a kid, but a month ago, curiosity got the better of me, and I decided to dig around. Among the usual boxes of moth-eaten clothes and yellowed photos, I found a battered notebook wedged behind an old trunk. The handwriting inside was childish and uneven, but what struck me was the name on the first page, mine. At first, I thought it was a coincidence, but as I read, goosebumps prickled my skin. The journal described mundane events. My job interview last week, the argument I'd had with my boyfriend, the way I always eat toast standing at the sink. The entries were dated from the late 1970s, years before I was born. It was like someone had written a diary of my life in painstaking, innocent detail decades ago. I tried to rationalize it, telling myself it was some bizarre prank, maybe my grandmother's idea of a joke. But deep down, I knew she'd never have done something so elaborate. Every night after that, I started hearing soft scratching from the attic, like a small animal. I convinced myself it was mice, until one night I heard it directly above my bed, a slow, deliberate scraping. I climbed up with a flashlight, heart hammering, and found the notebook precisely where I'd left it, but with a new entry. Tonight, she comes upstairs. She finds me. The handwriting had changed. It was no longer a child's scrawl, but an exact replica of my own. My breath caught as I flipped to the last page, where a fresh line had appeared. She finally remembers what she did. I stared at the words, suddenly recalling flashes from nightmares I'd had since childhood, buried memories of a dark attic, a cold, desperate voice begging not to be forgotten. It wasn't my grandmother's house I'd inherited, but my own unfinished childhood. And as I heard footsteps creak across the attic floor behind me, I realized I wasn't alone. I never had been.